It's a conspiracy.
Keep sending them in, please.
Can we have a jingle, please?
I bought a book to take to Edinburgh with me, and I have left it in my flat. But it's called Conspiracy, and it's just like a load of the main ones and all the details about them.
But I want funny ones.
What? You bought a book for Edinburgh, and you've left it in your flat?
Of course I have.
Yeah, you'll buy it again there. I won't read it there either.
The conspiracy is that
It's a big book.
They knew you were going to do that.
It's a big book. Do you want to hear my Carl's Conspiracy Corner?
Give us a cheer by way of cheer. Yeah, just do it.
Who's drinking?
Who's podding?
Neil Buchanan is actually Banksy.
Oh, I've heard this one.
The Art Attack Man.
The Art Attack Man.
Yeah.
Not Heart Attack. Art Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for our international listeners, there's a TV show that ran for years in the UK called Art Attack. Rhymes with Heart Attack.
Rhymes
but it does. And it was a man would do art for kids, and so as the teacher how to do it along the way. And then he'd do a big art attack at the end of every episode where he'd do like a man, fucking riding a wave with a shark biting his head off. But he'd make it out of like shark stuff. And then he'd put it on the beach and he'd get an helicopter and show you it, and you'd be like, fucking hell, you've nailed that, Neil.
And he'd make it move.
Every scout's memory is more fun than my memory. Yeah, it was about there was a bazooka and a shark. And then he was like, wow, you didn't even know what I was doing. Sharks.
What were you going to say then?
There's a dildo going off in this studio. I think there was a sex toy vibrating somewhere in the studio, which is the most, have a word, Love Honey sponsorship thing I've ever...
It's the computer fan.
Oh, well, that's good. It's amazing that I thought it would be a sex toy.
The computer.
Yeah. It's like, oh, someone's been...
There's air conditioning here, there's hand dryers, there's computers, and Dan's like, who's put a dildo on?
But because there's more sex toys than any of those other things combined. So Neil Buchanan is Banksy.
But there's also another one that Banksy is numerous people, but we will do that another day.
Oh no, I think you can link the Banksy thing.
Banksy, a lot of people know who he is now. But
yeah, it's Jeff Banks.
Apparently it's...
Because he was like, no one's buying these keks. So...
It's a fella called Roger something, isn't it?
Some guy from Oxford.
Yeah, but that's who we've
Bristol?
been told.
Or was it Bristol?
It's Bristol, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's where Banksy's from.
No, it begins with R. Maybe it's Robert. Robert Gunningham.
Okay. We're going to have a Google on that. That's
Have
what
a-
we've
have
been
a Google
told.
of that. Am I right?
Robin Gunningham.
There you go.
Robin.
That was close enough.
Yeah,
I'll
but
take
how
that.
would you verify? Has he admitted to being Banksy?
No, he's categorically said, no, I'm the gun dogs, mate. Don't worry about it.
So,
What job has he got? Is he an artist?
Yeah.
No, he is.
Did he work at Cafe Nero? He
He
needs
doesn't
a
actually say what he does.
Does he work at a bank?
The guy that they've said is Banksy is also mysterious.
yeah. Anyway,
So it's in Gunningham's sort of
wheelhouse.
MO.
It's in his
Yeah.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him.
It's Gunno.
Why is it him, though?
Because it is.
But
Like
there's-
everyone just knows it is now.
Really, yeah. But there's also a thing that it was numerous people. And
If you
Banksy's
Google
a man.
who is Banksy, it says it's Robin Gunningham.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Because they've been like, is that Robin Gunningham spray painting that wall and then wandering off secretively?
No, I've
And
done a
everyone's like,
fake
yeah.
Banksy because I'm not him. Nah, but no one will know.
So do I still do this conspiracy then?
Yeah.
How much
'cause it could
conspiracy
be.
go?
I've got Neil Buchanan is Banksy.
'Cause it
Is
could
that
be.
the end of it then?
Well, if you've just proved it wrong, yes.
No, but I'm now pro conspiracy. This is
Right.
the most fun one I've had.
So Neil Buchanan stayed in an apartment in 2004
Did he?
where the art on Brick Lane appeared overnight across the street from Neil.
Right.
Who's tracking Neil Buchanan's movements like this?
The head.
His wife. Neil is a night owl by nature.
Is he? He loves midnight. So much fun goes on in it. You're constantly seeing Neil Buchanan in like a Tesco extra.
Bristol is where Neil and his partner have lived.
Have.
Yeah, for 4 years between 96 and 2000. Before Banksy was active. Banksy,
Yeah, but he was just getting the roads, wasn't he? He was like, we need to know where these
Yeah.
are going. Yeah.
Banksy has also been found at locations where Neil has been performing
In Panto.
his heavy metal music.
What?
He's famously an
He's in a heavy metal brand and he's also a chef.
He's anti-establishment genre of music, so he's like, fuck the systems.
Neil Buchanan's got ADHD, hasn't he? He's high functioning.
Yeah.
What's Neil Buchanan's death metal band called, please?
Marseille.
Banksy.
It's called I Am Banksy,
Marseille.
but don't tell anyone.
They're called Marseille.
Yeah.
Right. What a weird name for a metal band.
Yeah.
Neil can create big heart attacks out of everyday objects. So what say he can't do social commentary with spray paint around the back of a bookies?
Yeah, that's the firm one. That's a solid one.
Neil put a
you're
sta-
definitely winning Adam over.
Neil put his statements out saying he's not Banksy, just like Banksy would.
I'm not Banksy, so I'm next on the list.
His name is an anagram of anal bench uni, which is where some sort of social commentary about bumming in the park at Liverpool John Moores. It's possible.
Yeah.
And he's never been in the same room as him or never seen. And the last one is Boy George believes it.
What do you think, Adam?
I think it's Robin Gunningham.
I'm pretty sure it's Neil Buchanan.